see. You have 172
All right, and
YouTube
we are
notifications.
going to go some
I'm subscribed
more.
to a lot of people.
All the recording things are going again, and we are back. So, all right.
Aw, so cute.
Whew, what do we got here? We got crap flying everywhere.
Oh yeah, and how did I hurt myself?
Probably just getting
I forget.
hit.
The hurt was the condition, but then you
Yeah, I know. Like story-wise, I forget what we said.
You were pulling stuff in.
yeah, it was just like a weird, like inward facing use of your powers that you never really tried
I
before.
remember now. Yeah,
So yeah, because you weren't outside. It would have been probably easier if you'd have been out like up above and like said contain, but you were like down in the mix and.
That's a little bit more difficult.
Are you taking pictures?
Jamie, give me my phone.
Snatched.
Snatched. No.
Are you going, Jamie? Are you going to continue with the mind blast and actually do a mind blast? Yeah. So I'm going to have you. It's still a directly engage. Me dangering you up all over the place.
Wow.
Eventually, we're going to have a roll that isn't terrible. We are down to one team. Do we want to actually do the thing that gives us team for fighting an enemy? Anemone?
Yes, I do.
Stop taking videos and pictures. Snatched. And then... Wait.
All right, this particular Pinterest board I can actually get behind with the with all the little motivational things that.
Literally, Jamie?
Give it back.
Hold on. One more. Come here. Come here.
Snatch.
What are you doing? Why are you videoing?
I'm not being beautiful pictures of my friend.
On my phone.
Okay, Miss Pallison, directly engage a threat by mind blasting her mind blastiness. Are you afraid also?
What did you
No.
get?
But it's -1.
Whoa, that's not good.
Wait, you got a 2?
She got a 2. That is...
Potential! That means I mark up.
Oh, you ding?
Yeah, that's what it is.
It means I'm Marco.
I'm good with that. No one needs to help me.
Is that all 5?
Yep.
Thank God.
Good job, guys.
Way to return.
We've been in hiding for 2 months and now we're family.
Have I failed a roll yet? Because I feel like... Oh! On the... Never mind.
You totally
Never mind.
did on the take a powerful blow.
Well, no, because I got a very high on the powerful blow.
Yeah, but
I just
that's-
ignored it.
Directly engage. Trade blows.
It's just hard to remember to take potential.
Oh, I know
sometimes.
exactly what to do.
It's not bad.
Okay, so you mind and really, really push hard. Okay? You with me? And you really push hard there. You're gonna like this. You feel like you're close enough to. You should like one more good solid blast and take her out. And you kind of go through, and you didn't realize there was a through to go to, but you go through her to something that is else and way bigger and way more powerful than her.
Vanquish?
What's that?
Vanquish?
So I'm going to have you take a powerful blow from this great, like, weird alien. Now, alien's not that big of a deal. It's still alien to you. Mind that you have somehow contacted through this person while mentally like connected to them. You've gone through to something else.
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu? Oh,
9.
plus your conditions.
Well, it's a 7 plus 2, so 9.
Okay. All right. So that's actually kind of cool, though. Take a powerful blow. On 7 to 9, you lash out, provoke a teammate to full reaction, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on somebody else. Which actually could be simply like the blowback from this attack, like kind of like hurting them. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity. This would be you reeling back, and like basically the wing chick would like take the opportunity to like just get away. Literally, one of her moves is to run and fly away. Like that's one of her superpowers is to run away from a conflict. You struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I might just give ground.
Do whatever you want, man.
I feel like, I mean, certainly that makes the most sense because
She's
you're not
just gonna
expecting this,
run.
and for you like to go, ah! And she's like, crap, and she just goes as hard as she can to get out of here. She will absolutely do that because that is her deal. Her like,
I prefer her just going to like staying.
her moves are release a sonic scream,
Chase
put
her
on a
down.
grandiose show for an audience, and fly away to safety. Like it's literally one of her superpowers is fly away to safety, or one of her moves. So she is absolutely ready to do that at the given any opportunity whatsoever. And you flopping back like that.
Again, Colin did warn them.
That bad would happen. So you don't take any conditions or anything like that, but you contacted for a second something behind her that was somehow linked to her through some sort of tenuous connection. And it wasn't super active at the time, but there was enough of a channel there for you to go through and end up in a very bad place or person or thing.
Invictus?
That's her out of the thing because she runs. You're kind of like going, what the heck just happened? Do you want to find out what the heck just happened? Do you want to assess the situation?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to kind
I do
of?
have -2 to assess this.
You do have Do you have -2 because of your penalties?
Yeah.
What's your
guilty.
superior at anyway?
0.
So you'd be at a -2? But, I mean, you can be kind of struggling to figure out what you just happened. I mean, you wouldn't be great at it because you're kind of rocked on your heels, but you might figure something out.
I mean, at least try. Nothing
Assess the
bad
situation
can
with the 7-9. You do get to ask one question.
happen. And you don't really get a
What here is the
penalty for
greatest
failing to
danger?
assess
What is the biggest
situation.
threat? What here is the biggest threat would be kind of an interesting... If you can get to it.
7.
So that's a 7, -2.
What's in the bag?
There is enough team. There's barely enough team in the pool.
No, you said we only have 1. Because we haven't gone through the...
Yeah.
I pulled one off the pool when what you ended up doing was boost.
Mm-hmm.
So there weren't 4 in the pool, there were 5 in the pool, so there's still 2 left.
What is this for again? Is this a situation?
To see
So
what
she's
she-
trying to like assess the situation to see what the heck is going on
You can
here.
always research
I
it
don't
after.
know.
I'll just take potential.
Yeah, do that.
I'm fine with taking potential. I can just take another thing. Okay. So
What joy.
assess the situation.
What joy there is in absolutely failing a roll.
My 2 was better.
I'm going to... I like that. My 2 was better.
Also, I'm just gonna unlock my moment of truth.
Didn't you already do that?
I think that I was the only one who did that.
Really? Alright, yeah. So that's going to be your advances. Now wait, unlocking your moment of truth doesn't do anything, but the moment of truth, when you actually do the moment of truth, there's a part of your moment of truth that actually like has you lock a stat and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When you actually do the moment of truth. Cool. Cool. Alright.
My moment of truth is call home for aid. Pretty cool.
You hear a voice in your head when you're trying to like figure out, like get the shape and the space of this thing. And it is the sound of the ocean deeps, but like an alien ocean. You feel the waves of an alien ocean against your mind.
Like the one at home?
And no, truly alien even to her. Oh, God, that's so annoying. Can I see your sheet for a second? I think I can't actually move anything. What would I do? Okay. Well, the good news is I can't actually shift the labels I want to shift on you, because what I want to do is shift your freak down and your mundane up, and I can't move either of those things. But if somebody can shift your labels, and they want to shift your labels, and they can shift your labels, and the labels can't shift, you take a condition. But you can resist this. So the voice says, little creature, you are far out of your depths. Step away from these my minions, and trouble me not any further. You are beyond yourself, and far beyond the shallow shoals in which you playfully slash. And again would be shift freak down, shift mundane up. You are puny. You are not powerful. Go away with you now. Your condition, your labels can't shift. If you let that go, what will happen is you take a condition. When someone has influence over you, it means blah blah blah. When someone with influence over you, and this thing has influence over you, tells you who you are and how the world works, accept what they say, or reject their influence. If you accept what they say, I adjust your labels accordingly with consequences, blah, blah, blah. When you reject your influence, you roll instead. Do you want to reject what they're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, let me just tell you. If you reject it, you fail, you get a condition, I'm pretty sure, plus the condition you get from the labels.
Maybe. But
it's a possibility.
if you can reject it, there's some good stuff that comes from that. So
just
when you
take it
reject
in,
someone's influence,
get to.
when you reject someone's influence, roll. So no conditions apply, no stats apply, no nothing applies. You just roll. Unless do you have a penalty for rejecting somebody's influence? One of the conditions makes you reject that.
It's insecure.
Do you have insecure? You're good.
Guilty
Okay.
and hopeless.
Insecure. On a hit, you successfully hold yourself and tune them out. So roll, and it's just a straight up die roll. If Lagaya was here, you would get a +1. But Lagaya is not here.
Okay. 5.
Oh!
Oh.
Man, you're getting so much potential, though. Okay.
You have betrayed me.
Now you know.
Oh my God, that sucks.
I unlocked my moment.
How many conditions do you have right now?
2.
2? Okay. Clear condition. Okay. So, the words hit you hard. I would shift your labels anyway, but I can't. You mark a condition anyway from the miss, and then you take another condition from me trying to move labels that don't move. So you take 2.
So insecure and afraid.
Yikes.
We're back!
We're back. So you have So you have leveled and marked. How many potential have you gotten just in this fight? Like 4?
3.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's really.
All right, so you're kind of on the ground and you're reeling. You're rocked. You've touched a mine the size of a skyscraper, and it is. It didn't. It's kind of a situation where it was like you would have done what it would have. You would have reacted like how it wanted, except you were trapped and couldn't, which is even worse because you feel like trapped in a corner, kind of thing.
Aww.
It's spooky. It's spooky. All right. So,
Hello.
Troll,
Yes.
what you doing?
Running away from him so I can get him and then you get the invisible lady.
I'm gonna. I want to do one more thing to like. So he's probably at the point where like I can like, one more and then I can go run.
He
after.
wasn't down as far as Cygnus, but yeah.
Okay.
He's only taken one hit, like one condition. So
Okay. You got him?
Yes, I got him.
You got him.
I got him. But I
Okay,
don't got the invisible
I want the
lady.
invisible lady. So I want to like into the pavement, like his head just, and then I'm gonna run after the invisible lady, or the not so invisible lady.
Well, she is
Trying
invisible.
really, really hard.
She is invisible. She's not imperceptible, and she's being pretty calm about it. She's just walking.
Yeah.
Kneecaps to the back of the knees. And she's in heels.
Oh.
What are you doing?
No.
Oh. Her phone was charging.
I was like, I wonder whose phone that
Was
is.
that?
Unleash it.
It's at 60, and it was
I
at
mean,
20.
Would I have
In
to
any
unleash
other
my
s-
powers to percept?
No.
Percept?
Amberwood, your senses are just flat out. I mean, the way her powers are written, your senses are not.
She doesn't.
She blocks the sense that you don't rely on in any way, shape, or form. Amber would need to unleash her sense or unleash her powers. Palacine would need to. It just doesn't apply to you.
Yeah. That's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, she thought.
okay. So I'm gonna just have you do directly engage.
Jeez. That's fun.
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid.
I am not afraid.
Not afraid.
I'm everything but angry.
I would never.
Everything but-
Plus danger, so we're
I would
gonna
never
roll
let
plus
that happen to
danger.
me, guys.
I'm
That is,
terrified, but I'm not angry.
That's an 8. I rolled a 6, but plus 3 danger is a fun time.
You rolled a what?
Oh wait, never mind. Let me rethink that. That's a 9, not an 8. I know basic addition.
Do you want? Are you gonna stick with the 9, or do you want to try and push it to a 10?
Like I said, I'm open.
But I need you to take care of Troll so he doesn't punch me in the
Well,
back.
I mean, that could be the thing I'm helping you with.
Oh, that makes sense. Can we push it to a 10?
You can.
I want to have
You're pretty much out of
unbelievable
team at this
success.
point, but yeah.
Well, but can we do the when you enter a fight as a team? Because I'm pretty sure we're. A team
Oh yeah,
level
we
fight.
didn't do that.
I know you didn't do it. I'm aware.
You know what I think
This
is
fight's
really
gonna be
funny?
over by the time you get to the point where you actually make the roll.
This is all happening in like minutes.
Yeah.
Seconds. What are you talking about? Okay, so yeah, you can push it to a 10. So you get to pick 2 things off the list.
Oh, 2 things. Yes. Everything engage. Oh. Create an opportunity for your allies.
Why don't you take away her
And-
ability to get away?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
You don't want to avoid her blows.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna resist her avoid her blows and then take something from her, which is her ability to get away.
So you basically sweep her legs.
Yeah.
She,
Okay.
as she kind of flickers back into view, she does like a blast of searing light, which, blind or not, would actually hurt you. But you managed to...
Tingly on the skin.
You feel the heat. It is like a proper
Okay, so basically,
laser blast.
what you need to not be hurt by that is a mix of Syl and Ember together.
But in this case, it's more like you dodging. It's the fact that you're able to focus on that, though, because you know that Troll's handled, is what lets you entirely focus on her and dodge that.
Thanks,
Like, I'm just like, I got it.
Thanks, Ember.
But the part that I don't have in the blanket is, I probably don't got it.
That was beautiful. That was pretty.
Man, when I picked her, I didn't even realize how completely, like,
Useless she is.
No, she's great. It's just with you, it's a problem.
It just doesn't matter.
The searing ray of burning light, sure, but everything else that she's really good at makes herself invisible. Do mirror images of herself. Oh, you're like,
How wrong fight.
it's like seriously.
Wrong person.
You are, she is seriously scissors and you are rock on this. There is absolutely no
That's so
winning
funny.
combination for her.
That's
Which is a
really
shame because I like her look. She looks weird and kind of spoopy and alien. Anyway, but not as weird and spoopy as alien as this one over here.
funny. Hey, this one over here. Close the door, please.
What are you doing to Troll?
Okay.
I misheard that as "What are you doing to Trump?" I got really confused.
Trump has entered
At that
the
point in
fight.
time, it's just a wish fulfillment.
Trump has entered the fight. Use impeachment. That's funny.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I have, and I'm going to unleash your power, but I think I'm gonna directly. I think I'm gonna directly engage, which I have a +2 to and no minus. Remember when I made the bitch slap hand? Yeah. So instead, I'm gonna make a fist, and
Fire
just,
fist.
again with the head,
Bounce.
pummel him. Yeah.
Yeah, as he stands back up again. All right, roll your directly engaged then.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 + 2. That's
Wow, you
There's-
guys are really
5.
There is
No, I
not
have a
enough
4.
team
Take
in.
potential.
2 + 2.
Take potential.
Yeah.
Have you taken potential for the last roll you missed?
I didn't miss my last one.
Yeah, she was right.
Oh, never mind.
God damn it.
Okay.
That's
So,
fun.
What is wrong with our dice?
I don't know, man. I've been doing okay.
yeah, I mean, Palestine's upside down on the dice right now. That is, she is hard.
No, I mean, she's been hitting solid numbers. It's just the freaking conditions.
Yeah, she's just been getting rocked. All right. So,
And I don't even hurt him, do I?
new. He's going to end up doing something to
gives
you.
up.
Yeah.
She's gone.
That is a very kind of a kung fu sort of move, but
That's exactly what I was.
okay. So
Oh, wait.
Those kids are best.
I'm stupid. I have a move for this.
if
Not
you're angry,
no, that's for unleash your powers. I have not human enough. When you directly engage a threat in a terrifying fashion, mark a condition to choose an additional option even on a miss. I mean, a flaming hand.
you can take a condition.
Yeah, but that means I could.
You could do pick something. You're still not going to do any damage to him, but you can do
but I
something
can
from the list.
pick something from the list.
Yeah,
Okay, so does that mean I'm also taking a condition from him?
it could be.
Unless I resist or avoid blows.
Probably I'm just going to do a condition to you. How many conditions do you have right now?
I have 2.
That would put, you're going to take 2 from this if you do that. You're going to take 1 from that and 1 from whatever he does.
Okay. I'm not going to resist or avoid blows because that's kind of stupid.
Well,
no, because then why would I even be doing this? Because I'd
You're
still
taking
get
a
1.
condition to avoid a condition, yeah.
What necessarily would creating an opportunity for my allies do?
It would be a long, probably something for Colin, given where everybody is right now. What everybody's involved in right now.
Okay, guys, should I create an opportunity or should I take something from him?
I think you should take something from
Yeah.
him. Just like
Okay. Then I'll take something from him. What should I take?
I got something.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to do the blast. All right. And so he kind of,
Can I mark 2 conditions?
one of them's afraid.
Yeah, I was gonna mark that.
Because
one.
he's gonna
Afraid and guilty.
backhand you into a wall.
Fun.
So he does this thing where when the fire fist is coming in, he kind of like does this thing and kind of punches up through it, and he kind of claps his hand together and makes like an air burst, and it just dissipates the thing. As it was coming, and he's like, bet you didn't think that was gonna work. Wham! And just like he leaps at you and then like backhands you into a wall.
I really don't appreciate that.
The girls always crumple so easily. Jumps like up and he Hulk jumps.
Chase that ass. I will. That's not what I meant.
This is when my hair lights on fire. I'm like, what the hell?
All right, so
That's not what I meant. I want to rephrase. Chase that ass.
all right, so
Make sure the asshole dies.
smack against the wall,
Wait, what did I
afraid.
take
What was
from
the
it?
other thing you took from when he like dissipated your thing?
What?
Oh, so the blast comes and he
What did I
does
take
this
from him?
thing. The fire fist thing.
What did you take from him?
I'm getting to that.
Oh.
So he does this thing, and the blast still kind of washes over him. It kind of burns away his jacket. This will matter later. It kind of burns away so like pieces of it kind of fall. That kind of thing. Then he leaps at you. Wham! Makes his comment.
Can I get struggle up and chase after him, please? I'm so pissed right now.
This is
In-
why
in
I
character.
can do this all day.
Well, I'm still fine. I have a condition left.
I have one condition
I
left.
technically have 2 conditions left because I can take this one and then I'm out, which doesn't even matter because I'm pretty sure once you get all conditions, can't you technically is it just remove yourself from the situation or is it also
It's when you take.
do something really?
It's when you
profound?
take. When you have 5 conditions and you need to take another one that you're taking out. So
yeah,
literally.
you got time.
That isn't take a powerful blow. That's just if you need to take it. Like if I just say he hits you and you take guilty and you don't have any more to take, then you're out. Or take a powerful blow will take you out as a different kind of result.
Okay.
You can be taken out of a fight without taking any conditions if you just jump right to it with that decision.
Yeah, okay, so I want to chase after him.
All right, so he leaps up and you're flying after him. You're on the ground. You're after the...
Invisibility.
Invisalign.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Colin's dealing with Wolf Boy, right?
You already
Colin-
dealt with Wolf Boy.
Yeah, Colin,
really? Damn, Colin's doing better than all of us,
But that's the
guys.
whole point. You guys were going to bring him out and build his
NPC.
confidence back up, and honestly, he's feeling pretty good about how this is going right now, at least by comparison to all y'all.
Except for maybe you guys shouldn't feel good because
He hasn't taken a condition yet from anything,
but
so
I don't care about the surroundings anymore. I'm new angry.
I'm new angry.
I'm too angry.
I'm too angry.
I'm like, I'm new angry.
No.
My name is New
I'm a new
Angry.
flavor angry. And the flavor is burning.
If I could take a second angry condition, I would. I'm double angry.
The number of times that I've had people tell me that in masks is just not to be counted. It's unbelievable.
I'm so
Can I
pissed.
take angry again?
I'm so mad right now.
So she took a condition.
Loser.
Says me.
Yeah, just imagine this.
I give-
now completely.
I give. Tie me up. I'm done.
Don't trust her. Beat her to a pulp.
Oh my god.
I'm trusting this. I'm just gonna tie her up.
All right.
No, she's
She
out.
really, like, she knows what position to put her wrists in to be zip tied too. Like, she's familiar with this situation.
Then she's
Wait,
also probably
invisible?
familiar with getting her
Huh?
out self-out.
Invisalign?
Invisalign. That's not her name, but
That should be her
but
name.
she's not actually. And so you see something here as you're
You
like.
see something? Huh? You're just saying that's so cool.
Wait, never mind.
I didn't. Wow.
I withdraw the observation.
Oh,
Never
I'm
mind.
sorry.
That was
No.
so funny. You see something? How interesting.
She's gaining.
So you're flying. He's Hulk jumping away. The flyer chick is the winged girl. Cygnus is gone. Troll is Hulk jumping away.
Ember is very angrily chasing him.
Colin says, guys, something is happening back here with these two. Guys,
That's always concerning.
What to?
Which two?
the wolf and the sparkly girl that Syl just brought down.
What are they doing?
Not my problem right now.
It might be like super clue laden. You might wanna.
Are they?
Just tell me what the problem is. I can fly and
What's
listen
the
at the
They're
same
changing.
Okay.
Someone else
Confusion?
deal with it.
You're the one that's wanted to. But okay.
Wait, what are they doing?
Changing. He
So
said.
they're changing.
So you three.
But what are they Are they the bugs?
I hate that
Okay.
thing.
No, they're not the bugs.
I don't know,
What
but
are
you guys
they?
deal with it. That
Are
I'm
they
dealing with a
Cthulhu
bigger
servants?
problem.
What's that?
Probably.
Are they Cthulhu servants?
Cthulhu. Oh my God!
Sorry.
You mangle that name every time.
I said it right a couple times. I just have a habit.
Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Chicka chicka
Boom,
bow.
chicka boom.
Chicka boom. Chicka pow.
Cthulhu.
Wow.
Can
Sorry,
Can
Cthulhu.
I fire another thing at him? I'm angry.
I mean, you can try and directly engage if you want to. Yeah.
No, can I unleash my powers?
To do what?
What are they turning into? I'm
Because
so
unleash your powers is when you use your powers to do fairly specific things, reshaping the environment, overcoming an obstacle, or extending your senses. So if you want to change the environment for him,
Wow.
it's kind of like, figure out where he's jumping and set that area on fire.
Couple things that I think maybe I can do.
I mean, the way you change an environment is pretty consistently,
No, I mean like.
it's fire,
So-
it's burning now.
Could changing his environment be lighting him on fire, but not actually sending a fireball? I'm just like.
I mean, that's directly engaged because it's hurting him.
Or, could I don't know. Should I risk another directly engage? Wait, what are the consequences of not for me, for him, for an unleash your power? Like, what does it do necessarily?
It's going to change whether or not he can get away. If you're trying to keep him from being able to get away, then that would be probably the best way to do that. Well, one of a couple ways of doing it. Do you have a directly engaged thing that your flares let you do if you burn? Or did you not take that one? I don't know if you took that one or not.
Yeah, no, see, I used to have that one, but
Your
danger
stats
was-
were always the same, so it didn't matter.
But now it's not, because I had to lower my danger to
Can I
my
see
superior.
what do you have for flare?
I have shielding, moat, move, boost, overcharge, elemental awareness, and snatch.
Snatch. Yoink.
Okay.
I mean, you could use it to kind of cage him with snatch if you want to, but you got to roll your burn to get the flare up. Directly engage, you can take his ability to get away.
Yeah. But can I also...
Downside of directly engage is,
Directly engage.
you're afraid now, so you got a penalty.
I think I'm...
Oh, get rid of angry though.
Oh, sweet.
Oh wait, no, you didn't actually hurt him. Never mind.
Oh,
Disregard
okay.
that. I'm sorry.
Can I, would this count as an unleash your powers, like creating kind of like a fire net to fling him back to where we were originally fighting?
Yeah. Certainly it changes his environment by putting him back where he was.
Okay.
You can kind of like...
Okay, so I have a +4 to this.
And getting him to avoid the fire so that he jumps back the other direction is... I can't think of any other thing that would be other than... Unless you're probably
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have a +4 because I have marked angry and I have +3.
Yikes. Okay.
Right now is when I roll the 5.
Okay, so that pushes him back the other direction. Alright, so, Syl, you're standing over the, you just kind of cuffed, not calling her Invisalign, Facet. But she starts kind of moaning and groaning like, oh God, I don't feel so good. Roll me over, I'm going to throw up. Roll me over.
Don't roll her over. She can choke on her own vomit.
Well, that's what I mean, roll her over to the side, so she's not on her back.
No, that's what I mean. She can choke on her own vomit. I don't care.
You're so
She like kind of gets her head to the side. And she's definitely, her body shape is changing. Not a lot, but she's like shorter, frumpier. Like she's not all like super slim, crazy looking model girl.
Quick, what villain do you know can change people from afar?
That doesn't seem
Who?
Alias.
No, he can change
I think.
himself.
No,
He can,
I'm asking. Like, I'm actually asking. Like, who do you know?
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, you
I
haven't
could
encountered
do
an alien like this before, I don't think. Well,
I could do an assess the
But
situation.
you're the file lady. You know
I
all
could do
the
the assess the
files.
situation.
There isn't actually a file on this person is the problem. But that would be useful information too.
could
Okay, so
do
this is
assess.
happening. Big massive impact as Troll lands,
There,
And-
I'm back, Colin.
grabs Colin by the back of the neck and like
Sorry, Colin.
No!
and like alright! Me and Floppy Meat Shield Boy are walking out of here!
You bitch!
And he's like, because he's a big old massive fisty looking thing. And he's like,
I need someone else to directly engage with her because I can't.
I want to. I want to take an extendable baton to his knees.
You're
Wait,
like a fair distance
guys,
away with Colin in the way.
Let's think about this.
We're gonna do a whole fist fight. I want to do it. No, I don't.
No, guys, let's think about this mechanically. Who has the best mechanics to hit? Because I'm tired of this.
I have a
play.
+3 danger.
I.
You also
you
have
guys
afraid. You also
you have a
have
minus
This
afraid.
isn't the right paper.
You have a minus
Also
3,
have
don't you?
afraid.
Or -2.
Do you have
Minus
afraid?
3. Minus 3.
You should
Yeah.
give your-
'Cause she also
I
has
should
minus
really
she
do
should
this.
it.
Yeah, you should.
What do you say though?
Baton.
Like it is Colin. Do you say, Syl, Save my boyfriend?
Yeah. Just kind of like a growl, like.
Well, I did. Like, I'd save him, but I don't think I can.
So all it is just still
really nervous.
like knowing that you can't get it together right now,
And
you're
then
just
I'm like, still.
Okay.
He's at least half a city block away and across the street from you. Okay, so
Wait.
if you were this way, let me see. Like,
I'm trying to think of how to think of this. Like, how do I
You're like
make
at the
him
garbage can-
non-functional
You're like at the-
without?
You're at the garbage can by the parking lot where I drop you off for swimming, and Troll's at least where I normally park.
I see.
I
And
have
he's
a solution.
looking at you and her with all this wreckage. It's all like he's looking right at you, and he's got Colin in the way.
I have a solution to that problem, I think.
Do you?
Okay, so I have a burn called Move. Spend one burn to move to any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way. Spend a second burn to move to any place you previously been.
Why haven't we used this before?
I have. We have.
Oh, wait.
Can
It's
I
basically
move
flying
me?
super,
Yeah.
super, super
Am
fast.
I allowed to move
That's
her
awesome.
with me? Like, can I? Because I think I'm behind him, right? Can I go?
Can she move me and have me do that?
Like, kind of like a gang up thing. Like, I throw her at him and she's just like, wah!
Let me see it. I want to see this. I don't know if I can see this.
I mean, it doesn't say you can't.
I know, but it's really for you to move.
It doesn't say you
I
can.
mean, technically, I would still be moving just with her, you know.
I'm
she's just
still moving.
She's just.
I'm just taking someone
someone
else with me.
Yeah. I just happen to reach my hand down as I'm moving and pick her up.
I'm just saying. No, I mean, you right now. Here's the thing: you don't have any burn right now.
But I can burn.
I know you can burn, but this isn't between the burning and then the moving. And realize the moving is basically instantaneous. This isn't the kind of thing that is gonna. It's not an if you had the burn handy, it's basically instantaneous. You don't, which means he's gonna see you flare up, like power up, or sense it, or something. It isn't. This isn't you powering up.
What's
is not
he
a simple
gonna
thing.
do about it?
He's got Colin literally by the back of his neck.
Oh,
He can break him.
Do you have anything that allows you to move fast?
I just want to say that one of Troll's moves is grab the weakest opponent he can find. Like I like this guy because it tells me exactly how to play him. He's a jackass.
Do you have anything that you're...
Insult, demean, diminish, or provoke an opponent. Grab the weakest enemy he can find.
What if I provoke him into doing something stupid?
Well, what's your...
Do you have a penalty to provoke right now?
I do. It's guilty.
I don't.
Okay.
Let's
Is
go.
Wait, is provoke just a... It's superior. Dude!
Provoke him!
We love finding
No.
Provoke him to, like, leave him out of this. No,
One
it's
second.
you and me.
Yeah. Oh, I got this. I'm so excited. I know exactly what I'm gonna say to him too. When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to get them to do and roll plus superior. For NPCs, on a 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you want. On a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Don't fail.
Don't. Yeah. No pressure. All right, you're rolling it
I
at your
kinda want
superior.
him
There's
alive.
one team left in the pool.
That is a 9, 10, 11.
Wait, what did you say to him? Did you already tell him
bitch.
that? Wait, what did you say to him?
When you provoke someone for NPCs on 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you
What
want.
do you say to him?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Where
But you said you knew what you were going to say.
I know exactly what I'm
But
gonna
like
say.
it's I know the idea, the base, the
just
thought,
think it
the
through, think it
cloud
through.
of what I'm gonna say. I
Think
have to
it
pull out
through.
the words.
I mean, it can be as simple as
You could say, there
leave
are...
him out of it and
There
come
are
at me.
1,113, or whatever it is, words in the English language that can't tell you how much I want to hit you.
Really, you get your face smashed into the pavement one time, and you're already too afraid to fight a girl. Oh shit!
Oh yeah. He just kind of tosses. Colin's like, whoop, as he kind of goes tossed up. Whoop. And he comes at you.
Yes! Go! Do it!
My extendable bat.
Whoop shit. All right.
And now we directly engage. That is 7,
Do you have
8,
afraid?
9, 10.
Do you have afraid?
No.
I'm just checking.
That is a 1!
Do you have a 10 on? Do you have a 3 on danger?
Yeah.
And superior.
Yes.
I used to have +3 on freak and danger.
I know. I'm not saying it's not possible. Yeah, I know.
I needed to
Mundane freak.
move my
We know.
Okay. Directly engage threat. When you directly engage threat, roll plus danger. On a hit, trade blows. On a 10 plus, pick 2. I'm going to resist or avoid their blows, and then I'm going to take something from him. I'm going to take his ability to beat ass. No, I'm kidding. Okay,
You can't
do
take that
that.
away.
I'm gonna take away his ability to walk.
Okay, so he
Shatter his
he
kneecap!
goes to swing, and you like do the knee pad slide through his legs and on the kneecaps and like.
Ember's just in the background. She gets fire pop-ups. She's like, go sit-ups!
Fire palms.
Let's go! Woo! No, she would never. She would probably vomit trying to do that. Ew, it's so preppy.
Insecure.
That's me. I'm the one who looks around, finds 2 things that I can use as pop-ups and cheers her on.
Just holding a garbage bag. And then the trash can lid. Garbage bag in the head of your enemy. Woo! Let's go!
Alright.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
you slide through. And he kind of goes down.
You thought.
And he flails back, and he should absolutely connect with your head. Like, he's got the reach, he's got the whatever. It falls short. Like, it doesn't reach. What should have reached did not reach.
Oh, he's transforming too, isn't he?
He's shrinking.
I don't like
Oh, you stupid bull. And he's like getting down. He's like, he's actually like he's when he's done with his shape changing, he kind of makes Colin look buff.
That's funny.
But he's got the exact same like bitter look on his face. Except
except that. Yes, he's got the exact same bitter look on his face. That matters.
I'm just okay. That's fair. Yes. Huh?
Okay.
He's got
No, I
the
don't
exact
have to do
same
it.
pain
Wait,
radiating
I
from
think
both
I know
of
what
his
I'm going to do
knees.
because
You have to
I'm
go
really
downstairs and
nervous
ask
right
Mom.
now.
Okay, what?
So he's transforming back into like a normal.
Person?
Yep.
I want to give...
Looks like a gangbanger. So do the other two. What?
That's just funny.
Wait, I don't trust this at all, and I'm going to give Syl time to assess this situation because I can't. So I want to unleash my powers and, imprison them.
Sure.
Okay.
Put him in a fire cage. You don't even need to roll.
I don't.
No, you don't need to roll.
Oh, sweet.
You're not fighting somebody who can fight back anymore.
Oh, sweet.
I want to assess the situation.
Yeah,
They smell like
please
Invictus.
do.
I freaking knew it! I knew it! I said Invictus! I knew it!
What'd you do?
I'm so sorry. No.
What'd you break?
No, I didn't break anything. I just slammed this down and it hit her and it's now somewhere on the ground.
It's right
Are
there.
you okay? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that.
It didn't really hit me. It was just.
But I said Invictus. I knew it.
Criminal gangs and stuff are getting a hold of Invictus so they can pull off superpowered crimes.
That's a
It's a
problem.
resource for them now.
I'm working on it.
Now you're looking at her like, hurry up, when before it was like, no, you can't.
You're the one who gave me the limited supply.
Yeah. I don't regret that.
And didn't let me experiment on myself.
Still don't regret that decision.
Still, no regrets. No regrets.
No regrets. Okay.
I just take like, did you see Syl just take like this? Ah, damn it. Just,
I want to bash it.
So the thing you took away from him was he's got a couple of vials of the Invictus in his jacket. The shreds
Syl,
jacket.
can I keep it? I need to do more research.
Emilio!
On the way.
Yeah.
Is it science time?
Yes.
I'm on the way.
It's science.
Can I interrogate one of them? I'm still like a
I
flaming
mean, you
ball
can
of
ask
fire.
them. You just ask me stuff because I mean,
Yeah.
they're not gonna. They got a supply from somewhere, and
How many times have you taken it?
For each person. How many times have they taken it? Is this their like first time or like?
Troll's taken it a bunch, 2 or 3, 4 times, 5, 6 times. Troll's taken it a bunch, but he's always getting the same effect every time, which is cool. That's the other thing that's weird. These guys have been consistently getting the same effects every time they take it.
Has it ever happened without you taking it?
Actually, that's not weird, is it? Say again?
Has it ever happened without you taking it?
Troll, yeah. Troll, yes.
Was it on a cycle or was it completely random? I'm doing research, okay?
Fenris was the
You
wolf
try
guy.
touching me, your hand burns away.
The wolf guy was the first time.
Is there something you want to tell
The
us?
wing
Fenris?
chick was the first time. It doesn't matter for her because she got away.
The wing chick was the first time. So that's probably not gonna last.
The glitter chick 2 or 3 times. She's taken it. And then the troll's the one that is definitely. He's
Can I
like.
take DNA samples?
Well, I mean, blood's easy in this case because.
Just still punching.
I mean,
No, you can take.
There's a tooth over there and a tooth
I was gonna say there's
Well, those are contaminated.
I mean, you're still going to get a decent DNA. Trust me, there's enough blood on the pavement where she landed on his shoulder blades that you're going to you can probably get a pretty good swab. Also,
Yeah.
bloody mouth.
You got this.
Really not difficult.
Today. You got it.
Open up. Let me get a cheek swab. Thank you very much.
You're just Carrie Run.
Just
like,
everyone.
Yeah, no, I'll be like, hold on.
Okay,
Q-tips
so
at the ready.
that wasn't meant to be as big a fight as it really ended up being. You know, dice do funny things.
Dice do God. As in, I apparently stole Jamie's die.
No, I get a 10. What is this?
Oh, I just rolled a 3.
7.
I think it's because you turned into an elephant that your elephant
6.
dice were like, well, I guess you don't need us then. And we just...
6.
betrayed me.
5. Thanks, guys. 5.
I
mean, there's all the rolls I
to
should
be
have
fair,
done.
she leveled basically.
6,
So
That's a 10.
5.
Okay.
That's a 5.
they're warming up.
Oh, that's a 11.
Okay, calm down on the dice.
Don't
Box
waste your
cars.
good dice. Or don't waste your good rolls. Now you're not going to get
right.
them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not how statistics work or dice.
It's okay. If you make them feel loved, they feel better.
This is the best thing about Powered by the Apocalypse games is I don't have to roll, so I have been able to discard all of my dice superstitions because I don't roll. So I can just sit there and mock anybody with dice superstitions because it doesn't affect me at all.
It's funny. Anyway,
It's wonderful. Anyway,
that was fun.
was
I have a
it?
headache
It was
from
fun.
screaming.
I have a headache from screaming.
You
Out of context-
piss me off.
out of-
He's sexist.
Out of contact masked quotes again. I have a headache from screaming.
Emotional abuse
has become physical.
He's sexist.
Who, Troll?
Yeah.
Yeah, who'd have thought that the guy whose superpowers are literally modeled after the worst behavior of the internet was sexist. Shocking
It's okay.
development.
I'm like, let me get a sweet cheek swab. cheek swab.
Words.
I get a cheek swab, and then I walk away, flip him off. Love you too. Ha 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 ha.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of
Assess the
showed
situation.
him.
No,
though,
assess the
didn't I?
situation. Somebody assess the situation.
I'll assess it. I've got a
'cause when
plus
I
3
did it,
superior.
that didn't go up.
I don't have something against assess, by the way.
Okay.
You know what? I'm good with these. This is not impeding me in any way, these two conditions.
What do you have?
I have angry and insecure. That is a 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's insecure? Oh, powers.
Yeah,
I
when
can't
you're
comfort and support until I get
insecure
angry.
is defend someone or reject others' influence, and angry is comfort and support or pierce the mask.
As like a big
When you assess the situation, roll plus superior. I rolled 10.
I also
On a 10 plus, ask 2. On a 7 to 9, ask 1. Take plus 1 while acting on the answers.
So you get 2 questions?
Yeah, I get 2. What can you hear? Can I use the blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is the greatest danger? Who here is the most vulnerable to me? How can we best end this quickly?
Okay, so biggest threat.
Yeah.
So you guys gather up all the information. This is after the fact. This is hours later, or maybe the next day. Okay.
This is what here's the biggest threat, by the
All
way.
right.
Okay, so
This is.
Pay attention.
All right. So this is all the stuff you've told her, the weird stuff that happened during your bit with the swan chick, and all the stuff that happened with you, and what you've figured out with what you've determined about different things with the Invictus and the brain activity, and all.
And
this
then I
other
want a
stuff.
DNA check from you.
That'll be interesting.
Because I want to compare your DNA to
Who saw
The purest form of
the production facility
that was her, I believe.
up on the spaceship
Oh.
That was
through the security cams?
Ember, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that might have been me because I went
Yeah,
to
that
like, a
was
control
you,
room.
because you went to a control room and.
Because remember, I keep saying like cerebral fluid and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
that was
was
definitely
me.
you.
I'm trying to figure out where they're getting it from, and I'm worried because hasn't Vanquish invaded your planet?
What do you mean where they're getting it from?
Like the Invictus, like where they're
Okay,
getting
the stuff that they were drawing off for Invictus, you saw in the security thing, was coming
Well,
from
I
this
know.
big tank that had this gigantic, weird, brainy
Yeah,
looking
but where's
squid in
the?
it.
She meant like where's the squid from?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's neither here nor there. The biggest threat. The fluid that's coming off of this creature, that they're drawing off this creature, is the basis of Invictus. It's highly addictive. It circumstantially gives superpowers and activates parts of their brain that make them telepathically receptive.
Which is why you were able to break through her so easily.
You punched through her and got the other thing. So not only is it making them telepathically receptive, they are actually linked to this thing or things.
So the thing that is
Okay,
being.
so I'm not
You
sure.
want to test on yourself.
No, I'm good. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
So
I'm
who here is the biggest threat is the thing that this thing, because here's the thing, putting more things together. Highly addictive, even if the powers go away and they sometimes randomly come back,
Yeah.
the psychic activity thing never goes away, and the drugs are highly addictive, which means anybody who's ever used Invictus is still psychically linked to this thing.
I'm working on it.
Technically, she can work on it. You got a thing coming up here.
Okay, so +1 forward against what?
I'm worried that it's not I don't think it's Vanquish.
Like,
who
what
we
is
talked
that?
To, because wouldn't he be like, instead of stop, he would be like,
Would that
yeah,
be like
wear
anything
yourself
related
out,
to like
scare you because he wants
ending
to find you.
Invictus, or is that
It's a +1 forward against the Invictus influence, I'm going to say, because you know kind of where it's coming from now. I mean, the chemical itself is an addictive substance.
oh my god!
What?
Everyone who took the punch at the party!
Theoretically,
Shit.
the ones who got, yeah.
So,
Yeah, the
Syl, Nox,
Wait, you drank some?
Remember,
Nothing
she had
happened?
this.
She
for
had
a little bit.
she had the speed boost thing.
Shit!
It just didn't stick.
I didn't. I know I didn't.
I had the.
I was waiting in the corner.
Yeah, you guys didn't have any. You did.
I had the great punch because great punch is better than cherry or whatever.
I'll be right back. Yeah.
Hey, Sil, can I just get through your mind?
Well, so gladly. Here's the thing: is I don't think it's I think this whatever this being is the bigger thing, and I don't think it's vanquished because the way he talked to Palestine,
he wants to
he's
know
like
where I
puny
am.
being.
Yeah, where vanquish would be like I'm looking for you. I want to
Like, be afraid. Because
Yeah.
I know where you are now. You know.
Mhm.
Wait, what should I ask for my second question? What here can I use to blank? What here is the greatest
What
danger?
here can I use to
stop
stop the
who here is
telepathic?
vulnerable to me? Could be.
Yeah. Or
What
you
here
could do
can I
what here
use
can I
to-
use to stop that telepathic link? But maybe she should be asking that question.
Yeah.
And then who's vulnerable to me? Or even how could we best end this quickly?
I kind of want to do here is most vulnerable to me.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jamie?
I
How
think
could
that's
we
good.
best end this quickly, or who here is most vulnerable to me?
Vulnerable.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love
And
vulnerability.
then I don't think we have time in this episode, but I want to talk with my mom about the whole.
Oh, that
thing.
may not be pleasant.
What?
I know it's not, which is why I want a clean slate of conditions.
Who here is most vulnerable to me?
That's a good question.
Isn't it?
I'm not going to give you any of these random schlubs because who cares? They were literally just one-offs.
That fight took so long.
It did really take a long time,
but we haven't done one in such a long time.
Yeah.
And it's just
and it was fun because we all
It
got to do
was.
cool stuff.
And we all got to fail.
everyone got to have some.
Yeah.
Well, you did winning stuff too. Also,
But we also all failed.
yeah,
Yeah, it was fun.
it was a proper knockdown drag out. We feel like we've been in a fight.
Uh-huh.
Especially those of us with like 4 conditions.
I'm gonna have to go to the hospital after this.
You didn't actually get tagged at all, did you?
Yeah, no, I
You
didn't.
came into it with.
I didn't get hit once.
You came into it with 2.
I got hit so many
Technically, you
times.
got.
They hurt me more than the people I was actually fighting.
Which is how masks works. It's half a heart.
I
There's
got
the whole
smashed
heart.
into a wall.
You get smashed into a wall. All right.
But you know it's gonna hurt.
Who
more
here
than
is
talking
most
about.
vulnerable to me?
Who important? Alias.
I'm not sure. Man, that's a tough question.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Let me think about that for a second.
Because we were gonna do, how can we best end this quickly, but like, I don't
That's
know.
tough.
Yeah, it is tough. Answer it, GM.
We can try it. How can you best end this quickly?
Is that more easy to
Well,
answer
there's 2 different
thing
things.
than-
We need to get rid of some pronouns here and identify specific things because this could be the scourge of Invictus everywhere, or the psychic connection thing, which is a much bigger
I think
question.
the psychic connection thing is what's important. Because,
So, on the one hand, the answer to how do you do the Invictus thing is you got to figure out where the sources are coming from, and what you're running into more and more is evidence that different entities on Earth have decided Invictus is a useful thing and are doing their own modifications to it and getting it out there on the street. For all you know,
What if we do a mind subconscious message through her?
if you want to be
Not good.
super,
People aren't really going to listen to that though.
yeah.
Well, no, subconsciously. Not
if you want to be super annoying about it, or super, that's not annoying, conspiracy theory about it, the military is experimenting with Invictus and coming up with a thing that they want to use as like in a soldier program, and they're testing it by putting it out on the streets and watching what results from gangbangers using it or whatever. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be freaking literally anybody. Governments, police forces, criminal networks, and everybody's coming up with their own different flavor malt. That's going to make it a problem because they're like, then they start working out artificial versions of it. How do we replicate it? And blah, 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 blah.
What if the dude is the brain that you talk to?
What's that?
What if the thing that you talk to is actually the big brain thingy?
Yeah, that was what I was actually trying to say. It is. She was talking to the squid thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Uh-huh.
So the squid is doing it willingly.
No, not necessarily. It may not be, but it still gets the connections and stuff like that. All, crap, what's your bad guy's name?
Vanquish.
All Vanquish wants is a weakened populace. He'll use the chemical for whatever reason.
Which technically, if we take out the squid, we've cut off the supply.
Yep. If you want to deal with the whole psychic mind control thing that is potentially possible here, I mean, it could be that the reason that the powers come and go is because this thing is like, you're still useful to me. You get your powers back for a little bit. Activate.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh. That's scary.
And it boils down to who's most susceptible to doing what I want. Syl doesn't get her powers back anytime in the near future. Colin has to keep retaking the drugs. Troll can just do it whenever he wants to because he's super useful and...
So what does
Makes a
it
great tool.
want?
Huh?
What does it want?
Minions? Couple 100,000 minions? Pretty useful.
Earth is
Yeah,
a
but
really
like, if it
vulnerable
wanted
world.
minions, then why doesn't everybody keep the powers?
Well, it's only if everybody had powers all of a sudden, that would get annoying. And also would draw a lot more
When
attention.
everyone's super, no one would.
Well, no, it's not just that. It's like if everybody suddenly got superpowers, then people like oversight are going to start doing something about it or investigating it. When it's just a bunch of junkies that have powers for 35 minutes and then they're done, and
And
it's
weekends.
also super physically debilitating, it doesn't really rank. I mean, it's not really what they get brought in for.
Also,
it stays below the radar.
it's easier to control. Like
Yeah.
when they don't have...
Right. And then you're ready when you have to do the big attack later, kind of a deal. Also, maybe you can't do a whole bunch of people at the same time. Like the reactivating thing. It might be draining to do a bunch of people at once.
So new plan: give the drug to everyone. No, I'm kidding.
That is a plan. I don't know to what end that would serve, but it is a plan. It is a thing that exists as a statement of a thing you could do. It meets all of the criteria of a plan.
If we're just naming plans, I mean, I could also blow up the entire world.
But
Could you?
If I really tried.
I mean, okay.
Let's not ask that question.
So I would like to change the environment to burning. Where? Everywhere. I would like to change all the environment to burning.
Belize everywhere.
And it really doesn't matter. If I roll a 12, I get it. If I roll a 6, I still get it. It's just not good for me.
Or my teammates. In either situation.
That's funny. But my question is just like, what does it want? Like, because
Well,
I want to know everything.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's fine, but
Yeah.
it's...
because like, what
Have
is
you got hangouts
the
open?
relationship
What?
between?
Have you got Hangouts open? Have you got Hangouts open?
But I can.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. Over in that.
Because it's like, I don't... Because like, it's just very confusing. Because it's like, what's the whole relationship between like the squid things and like Vanquish? Because it's like...
Well, I
The
think...
squid thing obviously thinks it's got all the control over
Well,
everything.
Not obviously. Maybe. Well, I guess the way it talked, maybe. So it could either be it's being held against its will by Vanquish, right? Or Vanquish is under like if you look at it as a tier of power, you know, Vanquish is under the squid thing.
Can I see your
And
sheet for a second?
it's just like, yeah, I'll help get it down there. I mean, it's helping me too. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions.
and we still have a death demon goddess thing to deal with.
And Alias.
Alias.
What happened to Alias?
And
He kind of just disappeared.
Yeah.
No, Alias he's around. He's just, keep in mind, he's like a super spy. He's not a,
He doesn't want to fight us.
he's,
and we have Brahma.
well, Brahma and Alias are kind of the same,
But
they're the same cluster of problems.
deal
He's
with
still
something else they
another
have to
problem.
fight.
Brahma and Alias are all part of the same issue.
I'm gonna add
Which
these
is-
to
And
our
remember that
villains
whole thing,
list.
like back when we were fighting them in our base, not Brahma, but
Who's
Alias and
evil,
who's-
Mr.
Alias and those
Spoopy
guys.
Man?
But
and
that's
he
just
was
them.
like,
That's all of like older
And-
superheroes who
well,
got
like,
some
he-
weird connection to
he
the
said
history
there
of your
was a
race.
thing on time or something because like the girl was like the clock or something.
Yeah, he had a plan for certain things happening. I was going to suggest that I have a way for you to do Moment of Truth, but it's not actually the right. I mean, the way your Moment of Truth is written, it isn't actually the right thing.
Anyone remember who evil Mr. Spoopy Man is?
No.
Evil Mr. Spoopy Man is the dude who's sucking away Jack's. It's Jack's dude, but he can't say his name.
Jack's nemesis.
So
right.
he said
so
evil
it's
Mr.
evil
Spoopy
Mr.
Man.
Spoopy Man. Okay, I added Brahma and Invictus Squid to the villains list.
I think the squid is kind of, yeah.
Guys, we're really stupid. We should have been able to make that connection a lot faster.
Yeah.
What, the squid and Invictus? And,
We have a lot
There's
of
a big
information.
squid that, you know, they're like, that's in a tank, brain squid, and that's coming from the Invictus drug ship.
What's fair?
Like,
But we
So-
just assumed it was like a creature, and
I think I
those
assumed
things.
that they were using it to make Invictus, but
Which
I didn't.
they are.
But I didn't think it was like a living being that was creating like all of it. I thought it was just like an ingredient, you know.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much just its brain goop.
Ew.
Which gives them what they want, and it's been enslaved. What it wants is to get, yeah. Let's just say it's not on Vanquish's side either.
Yeah.
But that doesn't put it on your side because you're basically all insects that it can control. Given enough stuff. I was going to suggest using your Moment of Truth to get Syl and
calling off of
Colin like completely disconnected from the Invictus. But your Moment of Truth is, in your case, your Moment of Truth isn't like a total unleashing of powers.
That's
It's
me.
calling in your people.
Mhm.
Like at the when you call, they'll come. So it's not quite the right. It's not the right kind of Moment of Truth for what you want to do. Which, to be fair, it's going to be totally awesome when you do your Moment of Truth because it's like I need you and I need you here yesterday.
General.
Ghost Girl, who was built as a ghost but as an outsider
that was
playbook.
so cool.
General.
She did her Moment of Truth, and she basically did like from Lord of the Rings, like the Army of the Dead, and just steamrolled
so
an entire
cool.
invading force like with ghosts.
And then they all started calling her the General.
And the best part is that all ghosts in all worlds started calling her the General. Like ghosts apparently don't see different dimensions. They're in all dimensions, so word spread. So when she got back home from the dimension that she had been in, all the ghosts back at home were calling her the General also.
And she was like, no.
One of the things I'm particularly proud of is that for all that she was playing the ghost, I was consistently able to creep out Margie with the weird stuff that was happening around her character. Despite the fact that she was the one who picked the ghost.
That was such a good game.
It was. This one's also pretty awesome.
I still didn't finish it.
You still haven't finished it yet? She started listening to a Buffy the Vampire Slayer one.
Where were you at? How far were you in? in the 30s somewhere.
I think I was one away from the dance one that they have.
Yeah, you're about halfway.
Yeah.
A little bit over halfway. I think we get done at session 62 or something like that. So it goes on for a bit. I won't lie.
Yeah.
It's a lot. They do end up fighting Dr. Infinity
I know they
in
do,
front of Disney World. It's great. It's great. It's
fun.
There's craziness.
It's a good time.
Anyway, all right.
Wait, who was... So, it was Mike that talked to, the person, one of the creators of it, right? And he was... or was it you? You were like, oh yeah, we ran 65 sessions. And they were like, what?
Now, to be fair, we run half-length sessions online. Because we're only online for 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours. So...
That's still a lot. It's just
it's a lot, but it's closer to 30, 32 sessions, and there are a couple of masks, actual play out there. The Protean City Comics is up to in the 60s or 70s now for sessions, broadcasts and stuff like that. But they really play with whoever shows up because they've got a group of 6 or 7 people, but they'll frequently have sessions where 2 or 3 folks show up. And it's just that they just roll with who's there. It's pretty interesting, but they're to the point where they're introducing new characters and retiring old ones and stuff like that for sure, which was what was happening at the end of ours.
That's what it was. I stopped right before Link changed his character.
Link switches to
Numa.
Yeah,
and then
she switches. He switches to the Sunshine one,
and then Jason switches to Alicia.
Yeah. I switched.
Alicia was great. Alicia was fun. Although, Jason, I think Jason switched before. Jason was the first one to switch.
Yeah.
And Jason stays in it
Which
primarily.
confused me to the ever-loving hell because I hadn't listened to the session before it, and I was like, wait, he's on a different character?
Yeah.
I got so confused.
And Mike was going to switch. He was going to switch to Armiger. Who's this? Who's a Grail Knight basically, and he played one session as Armiger, and then he.
And I was like, I hate that.
Well, no, he didn't hate it. It was just we thought of what would be happening with him next, and he was like, okay, I'm going to keep going with Concord.
Yeah.
So that never did happen. Harry just flat out retired, and he was done, and James was like, I don't have anybody else to play. I was like, well, we need to wrap the campaign then, really, at that point.
Freaking love that game. Ugh, so good.
It's a good game. Your game, I think, is equally awesome. It makes me very happy. Do you guys want to wrap up with any comfort and supports afterwards? Any of that kind of stuff back at the base or anything like that? I didn't get to a thing with your mom. I'm sorry.
How quick would that go?
I mean, you have 4 conditions right now.
I know. I was going to do a comfort and support before, but I kind of want to see what happens with 4 conditions.
Okay, so...
Oh, God.
That's you coming back home.
All beaten up.
All beat up, whooped up, uniform, that kind of stuff.
Invictus
on the Thursday,
samples.
after dark, on a school night.
Oh, no.
Hey, Mom, let's talk.
First time I'm actually walking through the door and not jumping out my window.
Let me see your sheet.
My sheet?
Yeah.
Why my sheet?
Because I'm hacking one of your moves.
I'm passing my brother on the way out and be like, yeah, you should probably leave.
Just get out.
Or I walk in, he sees me, I was like, okay, my time to leave. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
He just gives you just an up down and just shakes his head.
He's just he finger guns out of the room.
Okay. So you're coming in. You can hear in the kitchen your mother is angrily putting away the dishes and plates and cookware and stuff from supper, which you missed.
Oops.
As you're coming, as you're kind of coming in the door, it occurs to you, pull out the phone and look, and you a series of messages. They're all like 1 or 2 words.
Get home now.
You're late. Where are you? What's going on? Why aren't you responding? And your brother's like, yo. Then dude in all caps.
Oh no, not the dude.
He duded you, bro.
MIBP. Mom is beyond pissed. So you guys, if you guys see that one, there's one meme where it's like the one guy who's like sort of at a club or something like that. Everybody around him's like dancing. And the guy's kind of like you come in and your brother's coming out of the kitchen. And he's just like, and he heads to his room like nothing I can do to save you
Fast as
here.
humanly possible.
So you're like still like trailing brick dust.
Holding my like samples and vial of Invictus like.
Probably in a pocket. I'm assuming you're not walking in with vials of Invictus in your hand.
No, I wouldn't actually. That would be really, really dumb.
You're trying to be good at making those decisions.
I know. And I love it.
Okay, so I'm going to have you roll Superior.
It's a +1 right. Oh wait, do I have a negative from
No,
conditions?
this is just a straight up roll.
4, 5, 6, 7.
You
You look so happy when you got a 6 for a moment.
No, I was just like how low it was. Okay. She doesn't turn around when you come in. She's still putting stuff away. Do you have homework?
If you say I didn't check, I will stab you through the mental link.
Just some math.
I think we need to talk about some guidelines for your extracurriculars.
Call them what it is.
You're really pushing these buttons, bro. You're really pushing this, bro. You're really doing this.
I want to know that you can call them what it is.
I don't think you want to know what I would call them if I named them accurately.
I've heard it my entire life. What's different about now?
God, what do you mean? I can't tell if I should be impressed or just terrified.
I've let her walk on me for a while.
Ridiculous grandstanding and pseudo-heroics. Pretending you're making a difference. Do you want me to go on?
You always do. But it shouldn't matter. It makes me happy. It's something that I like. And I'm not failing in school.
You should make sure that continues to be true.
You know, I think I would...
You should go make sure that continues to be true.
Hey, bro,
Because it is
I think
the
that's what you
only
believe.
useful argument you have.
I'd be more compelled to focus on my safety and my schoolwork if I knew that you supported me.
Wrong bridge.
She'll go live on that cliff if she has to, but...
I mean, the only way you're going to get her to say anything in support of that is if you provoke her. Like, you have to force it. She's not gonna come to it gently.
I think it's so very wonderful.
What's that?
I have a -2.
You put yourself in this situation.
It doesn't mean that you wouldn't go for it. But
literally, what's the worst that can happen right now?
well, I mean, lots. Really?
Why did you lie to me? I mean, you had to know something was up. I was not that good at hiding it.
I didn't know you had powers.
But still, why would you lie to me?
About your father? Because I didn't
No,
want
about you.
Whoa! Oh shit!
I figured out my father a long time ago.
I never wanted these. I never wanted this.
You think I did?
Then why are you doing it?
What other choice do I have? I'm not gonna
You have my choice. What's wrong with my choice? We have a life. I am breaking my back to take care of 2 children in the manner to which they became accustomed when there were 2 incomes coming into this house. And I do it without powers. I do it without any crutches whatsoever.
And I appreciate that. But guess what? I am making a difference, even if it's the smallest difference possible. Because if I save one person, that means they also get a life.
But don't pretend you don't have a choice, because if you do, you're invalidating mine. And mine was to take care of you and your brother safely. And you are throwing that in my face every time you go out and do that. And she gestures at all of you. Because you're literally, like, you look like you fought a brownstone and lost.
You have to provoke her. You're not going to get what you want without provoking her.
I mean, you're getting answers. You're getting something.
I did it originally because I didn't know how else to deal with it without blowing up the house. And it kind of became a thing, and it makes me happy. But with this,
there are other criteria than it makes me happy that are important.
God, that's...
Sometimes it's about other people being happy or safe or both. And you do that whether or not it's the easiest, happiest thing for yourself. She's absolutely not talking about you. She's talking about herself. So yeah, from her point of view, every single thing that you're doing right now is like, I find your choices invalid, Mom. That's how she sees it.
I can never forget what you've done for me and my brother. But I'm not you. Especially now, I can't walk away from it. There's so much I know that if I walk away, I don't think I could live with myself.
That's so sad. God, you're making me so sad, child.
It's so awesome, though.
And all I want from you is your support. It doesn't even have to be support for what I'm doing, but I just want your support for who I am.
I don't think you're going to get anything mechanical out of this, but I'm going to do this thing anyway. She goes over to like the desk in the kitchen that's like built into the counters and stuff like that. And she pulls open the drawer where she keeps all her crap. Mom crap.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls out this envelope, big thick thing. Like a manila, like a big guy. You would take it. And she pulls it out. And it's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there. It's some power. You catch like on the headers like power of attorney, guardianship transfers, a bunch of admission stuff for like a private school. There's a whole bunch of stuff. The general. The like at a glance, what's going on there is your mom having filled out all the paperwork to send you to a private school somewhere and transferring guardianship to the school. Okay? She doesn't leave it out for long, 20, 30 seconds, maybe. She gathers it up, she puts it in the kitchen sink, and she flash fries it. That's all you get right now. And she walks out.
She gave you to the school, bitch.
No, she was going to. She didn't fill it out. She never sent it.
Oh,
She
my
never
God.
sent it out. She never sent it. She put it in the sink. She burned it. That's all I can give you right now.
That's so sad.
And she walks out.
I'm gonna write a note. I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh.
I'm gonna be at a friend's house.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna call up Amelia and be like, hey, you got a spare room?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait, you're not going to sleep next to Demir?
Oh no.
Smells like a fish tank.
I love a roommate.
Okay, so we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop with you calling up Amelia and saying, "Hey, you got a spare room?"
Yes, I wanna fight.
Crying. Wanna fight? And with that, we're gonna stop. That was pretty good stuff.
Oof.
Oof.
I have one condition.
Oh, what are we gonna call this session?
Oof.
No, we can't.
I don't know. I stopped recording, so I don't know what we're gonna call it. What are we gonna call it?
Some of the good lines were masks out of context.
If I want to put cocaine in my Invictus, I will put cocaine in my
That's
so
a
long.
terrible title.
Demonetized so fast. There's what was I gonna say? So there's masks without
Masked out of context.
I have a headache from screaming.
That one's good.
We're back.
I think I'm gonna go with I have a headache from screaming.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
screamed a lot.